I count 'em.
Look at the tail of the tape. Roman, 29 years old, 5'5", a 68-inch reach. And you see how similar the numbers are for the young rounds of boxing scheduled for the unified WBA and IBF Super Bantamweight Championships of the world. Introducing first, the challenger, fighting out of the red corner, standing with his head trainer, Joel Diaz. He wears silver with black trim. He scaled 121.4 pounds. This Southpaw 2016 Olympic bronze medalist now boasts a perfect professional record. 7 fights, 7 victories, 6 of them coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Indio, California, by way of Namangan, Uzbekistan. Here is a skilled and highly regarded WBA #1 ranked super bantamweight contender, Murajam Ahmedaliev. And his opponent across the ring, the defending. He stands with his head trainer, Eddie Gonzalez. He wears it the red, white, and blue. He scaled already 121.6 pounds. His professional record, 27 victories, 2 defeats, 1 draw. He's got 10 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, and tonight, appearing in his 6th world title contest, introducing the reigning, defending, unified WBA and IBF Super Bantamweight Champion of the world, Danny, the baby-faced assassin, Roman. Fighter. Anything below here, I'm gonna call. Okay? Clean. Got your instructions in the dressing room. Listen to my commands at all times. Keep your hands up at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Any questions? Any questions? Touch them up. Good luck. The first fight of our main card, a unification title fight. The WBA and IBF Super Bantamweight titles on the line as Danny Roman looks to defend his belts against Murodzon Ahmadaliyев.
Stay back. Hot piece in. Hot piece.
Start of round number 1. Ahmadaliyев in the white and black trunks. Danny Roman in the white, red, and blue.
You know, I asked a member of Ahmadaliyev's team earlier this evening what they were worried about with Danny Roman, and they said Danny Roman needs a miracle. So there's a lot of confidence coming out of Ahmadaliyev's camp.
Ahmadaliev with incredible power. And something his trainer Joel Diaz touted to us yesterday, the power in both of Ahmadaliyev's hands, as well as the elusiveness.
Power and athleticism. Punches at different angles, which is very difficult to do. It takes athletic ability and, of course, natural brute power, and he has it in both hands.
And Roman's camp admitted that in his early days of training camp, there were certain things they had to do a little differently as he recovered from the shoulder injury, and a big left hand there from Ahmadaliev.
Well, under ideal circumstances, I think this is a questionable fight for Roman to take for all the business reasons we named earlier, but he was only a 6-week camp surgeon. And for a fight like this, I would think you'd want a longer one, and you want to be completely healthy for it.
That was a surprising move by Roman, not only the short camp, but coming off an injury that takes such a tough fight like this. But that just shows the greatness that Roman has. He wants to prove that he's the best one at 122. Good shot there by Ahmadaliev.
Ahmadaliev said he believed Roman is the 122-pounder that deserves the most respect in the world.
There's a feeling amongst Roman's team they may have to survive a storm early on, but their goal is to taking this fight in later rounds, a place that Ahmedaliev really hasn't gone. Just one fight past 6 rounds, so that's where Daniel Roman feels he has a big advantage.
When I asked Ahmedaliev if that's a concern, I asked Joel Diaz the same thing. He said, no, more experience is not really a concern for us because Ahmedaliev has that amateur pedigree and background from the Olympics. He's fought every style.
Ahmedaliev, a bronze medalist in 2016, out of Uzbekistan.
Sneaky left uppercut by Roman. That's one of his best punches is the uppercuts. And they're really sneaky shots. He doesn't really pull back his elbow to get leverage or power. It's just a short shot, but it does much damage.
Roman coming off that war and victory against TJ Doherty. Sergio Mora called this fight of the year, 2019. Start of round number 2, the WBA and IBF Super Bantamweight title on the line here in Miami, Florida. An awesome atmosphere, Super Bowl weekend. Big left hand there from Ahmedaliev. Stabbing with the right jab. One of the things that Danny Roman's trainer Eddie Gonzalez made sure to point out was the success that Roman has had against southpaws in his career.
This is his third southpaw in 6 fights. Back-to-back southpaws for Daniel Roman. And for boxers, usually we try to do everything to avoid a southpaw, but not Daniel Roman. Good body shot by Ahmedaliev. Got you, Roman coming in.
Oh, and Ahmedaliev nearly lost his footing as Roman then goes to the body.
Both these guys are excellent body punchers, and it's a big part of their respective backs. Remember the fight against Doherty, Danny Roman hurt him badly with a body shot in the later stage of that fight that really made the difference in that contest.
Both fighters were hurt. He went down, bleeding from his mouth. I mean, it was just a courageous performance on his part and another unification, but Roman proved that he's one of the best in this division.
Career-long layoff, 279 days for Daniel Roman. Big left hand there from Ahmedaliev.
You can see how heavy Ahmedaliev's punches are right there. Not only is he elusive, but he has those heavy hands, and it comes from any angle. It's very difficult to prepare for that. Body shot right there. Ahmedaliev coming in.
Right hand from Roman. As much as we've talked about being surprised, Roman took this fight. Ahmedaliev said he was not, because he knows Roman is a warrior.
So when it comes to boxing and the sweet science, we know that speed beats power, but timing and technique beats speed. And right now, Roman, he's hoping to catch the faster Ahmedaliev, the strong Ahmedaliev coming in with the timing.
Big combination there from Ahmedaliev. If you're wondering why we were asking about Roman's decision to take this fight, you can already see it just with the power of Ahmedaliev.
Not only that, but he's the favorite in this fight, Ahmedaliev, with only 7 fights, this being his 8th.
Now, if you talk to most people in boxing, they believe Ahmedaliev is the real deal.
7-0, 6 knockouts to begin his career, 25 years old.
Trainer in his corner, Joel Diaz, he gave him the perfect instruction.
Start of the 3rd round. Danny Roman and MJ Ahmedaliev. The WBA and IBF Super Bantamweight title on the line. Roman said he was expecting Ahmedaliev to try and take him out in the early rounds. Chris, how you scoring this thus far?
Yeah, I've got a 2 rounds to none for Ahmedaliev. I thought the first round was close, but the second, a pretty clear round for Ahmedaliev. The Sergio pointed earlier, speed is a big difference there. Roman's going to have to get busier and maybe be a little more of a bully in the ring.
Ahmedaliev, this is the amateur pedigree. Anytime he gets near the ropes or the perimeter of the ring, he gets right back in the middle of the ring. That's exactly what a successful amateur is doing. If they bring it into the professional ranks, that's ring generalship at its best. Keep the fight in the middle of the ring.
You know, Sergio, I make fun of the belts a lot, you know, on these broadcasts in everyday life. But, you know, when I asked Danny Roman why he's taking this fight, he talked about that title. And it took him 7 years to get a world title eliminator, to win a world title fight. He wants to hold on to it. It means a lot to him, so he's willing to risk it in this type of fight.
He even said, look, it took me 7 or 8 years to get an elimination bout. How did MJ get here this quickly?
Well, rankings are known to be manipulated.
Yeah, Roman told us who has MJ beaten to get this opportunity. But here he is wanting to become a unified champion in his 8th fight. Just incredible on his part, how gifted he is. Ahmedaliev.
Flurries exchange in the center of the ring here in round number 3.
Both fighters landing good body shots, fighting at their strength. Danny Roman, he's looking to counter with good technique, timing, and of course MJ Ahmedaliev looking to get an angle on him, being elusive with that power.
Roman going to the body of Ahmedaliev. Roman missed 8 weeks with a shoulder injury, and because of that had the abbreviated 6-week camp that Chris Mannix was telling you about.
That sneaky uppercut there by Daniel Roman.
Start of round number 4. One of the interesting perspectives shared by Ahmedaliev was saying now he's excited, but he's not overexcited. He feels like other young prospects getting a chance like this wouldn't quite know how to have that right level of excitement for this opportunity.
Expect these fights to pick up in this round. They want more combinations out of Daniel Roman, and of course we know that Ahmedaliev is always looking for the knockout.
Yeah, you're seeing it right away, Sergio. Increased activity early in this 4th round.
Yeah, Sergio, to your earlier point, it does look like Roman's trying to time something there, but Ahmedaliev is so fast and he's so elusive, he gets out of there quickly with those combinations.
That's what makes him special. If he was a little bit more flat-footed doing all that, a fighter like Roman would time him. I mean, he's too good. He's the champion. He knows how to catch him off guard. But Ahmedaliev is not giving him that chance. He's elusive in there. He's strong, and you have to respect that.
Roman, missing that uppercut. Ahmedaliev able to dive out of the way after he landed the left. Again, Ahmedaliev evades. Roman tries to punch through the mitts. None of that landing for Danny Roman.
Good stabbing jab there by MJ. Roman putting on the pressure now. He's doing exactly what they wanted him to do. Start putting pressure on him, backing him up. Those some combinations. Nothing landing cleanly, but at least Roman is following instructions.
You can see a little pizzazz in the swinging shoulders there of Ahmedaliev, who's known for his dancing. His body shots there from Roman. Ahmedaliev then hustles him against the ropes. There's warned about his head by referee Frank Gentile.
Whenever you're dealing with an elusive fighter, you always got to concentrate on the body, and that's exactly what Danny Roman did right there. 94-5, good body shots.
Another body shot landed by Roman. That's on with the right hand.
Finding success with his body shots, and they're counter body shots at that. So MJ can't just deep in like he has been doing with his elusiveness and athletic ability, because he's getting countered hard to the body by Roman.
And again, you see some of the dance moves of MJ Ahmadaliev, who decided to be called MJ in part because of his love of Michael Jackson. The other reason he felt people had a tough time pronouncing his first name, Murodzon. Joel Diaz, Brandon Ahmadaliev, said he wants his guy applying smart, effective pressure. I think he's doing a better job in this fight so far. I know you gave the first 2 rounds to Ahmadaliev. How about the last 2, Chris? Yeah, I've got it 3 rounds to 1 in favor of Ahmadaliev. Just landing the cleaner shots. Roman's doing his best. He's landing some effective punches, but it feels like Ahmadalia is landing more clean ones.
You gave that last round to Roman, right?
I did not.
Last round, I think Roman had some pretty good success to the body.
He had his moments. I just thought Ahmadalia was more consistent. The thing Roman said was he wanted to be careful early and then break down Ahmadalia. Again, good body shots there from Roman.
That's what he did in the last round. He's countering to the body now. That's what set up that left hook right there. I mean, the left uppercut.
Big left uppercut that landed from Roman. And now back to the body. And Roman is a very confident, poised champion.
He doesn't waste any punches. Calm poker face, but he's ready for the counter. He has the speed to catch you off guard. He has enough power to get your respect, but it's the timing that makes him efficient.
Well, if you want to slow down Ahmadalia, the best way is to go to that body and see if you can get him to lose a step. Let's check in with Claudia Treos, who's been chatting with Ahmadaliev's trainer, Joel Diaz.
Thank you, Ryan. I just spoke with Joel Diaz, so I want you guys to look at a change in tactic. At the beginning, Ahmadalia was looking to frustrate Roman. Now, walking into the 6th and 7th round, he's looking to close the gap, go for the body, and look for the knockout on top.
All right, Claudia, we'll see if MJ can find that.
2 really left hands to the body that Ahmadalia landed got the attention of Roman. So exactly what Claudia says, I can see that MJ's doing that, trying to set up something big upstairs.
The big shots have picked up here in round number 5. Roman stuck that right hand through the mitts, caught a grin from Ahmadalia. Ahmadalia reminded to keep these punches up.
I love that by MJ. He went downstairs, it was a little bit low. He got warned and he went right back downstairs. Not discouraged.
Trying to get that right hand in there. Again, looking to get to the body as Ahmadalia covered up. And then unleashes his own combination up top. Big left hand there from Ahmadalia. And a couple of big shots and a nice combination to finish round number.
Backing up against the ropes right there.
Oh, and he was hurt in that moment, sir. If he went back to the corner, put his hand up on the ring rope to balance himself out there, that bell might have saved anyone.
That's a bad sign. Anytime a fighter puts his hands on the ropes, it's a sign that something's wrong with him. Either he's tired or he got hurt a little bit.
Given the information Claudia shared moments ago about Joel Diaz wanting Ahmadalia to put himself in position for a knockout in round 6 and 7, we'll see if Ahmadalia can take advantage of Roman and the way he was hurt at the end of that 5th round. Poise of Daniel Roman as a champion. I mean, he knows it's a 12-round fight, and he may be down right now, but he knows that he's been in these types of fights before, and Ahmadaliev's not, so opportunity is still there.
See, I like that Roman did right there. He's just punching at Ahmadaliev's elbows and his biceps and shoulders. He knows that it's hard to hit a moving target like this, but if you can just punch anything right now, that's success, and you'll get confidence going into the round.
Roman has talked about confidence, the way it raises the deeper
Chris, you talked about his team as well feeling that way. Big left hand there as Ahmedaliev tried to work through the defense of Roman. Saying what he believes is unique about Ahmedaliev is how elusive he is with both hands. Strong with both hands. When I asked Joel Diaz, why take this step with only 7 fights against a unified champion like Daniel Roman, is because Joel Diaz, he knew Daniel Roman from his fights in Ontario when he was with Thompson Promotions. He's seen him come up. So he knows his vulnerabilities and is very confident coming into this fight.
And you also know your own fighter too, right, Sergio? I mean, he knows what he's got in Ahmedaliev. He knows this kid is pretty special.
He said, because he's ready.
Yeah, I told Joel Diaz, so it's basically you have the scouting report on Roman. He says, absolutely, I've seen him coming up the ranks in 4, 6, 8-round fights in the Thompson cards. That's what gives him this confidence.
Back to that uppercut. And then a late punch there from Ahmedaliev, who gets a stern warning at the end. In Danny Roman's corner, Eddie Gonzalez saying, look, I need more activity from you.
Yeah, look, more great advice, I think, is coming from Eddie Gonzalez in Danny Roman's corner. He keeps saying, go to the body. 42% of the punches that Roman lands in his fights are body shots. We're not seeing the same type of commitment in the first half of this fight.
But you got to credit that to Ahmedaliev not giving him a chance to land those body shots. He's moving around the perimeter of the ring, always keeping the fight in the middle of the ring. The agility and athleticism is keeping Roman from landing the high percentage shots.
All right, Chris, through 6 rounds, how do you have it?
I got 4 rounds to 2 in favor of Ahmedaliev. He's been pretty much excellent throughout. Even won the rounds that Danny Roman won. I'm out there pretty close. So strong first half of this fight for MJ Ahmedaliev.
Roman trying to pepper the body there of Ahmedaliev. Now Ahmedaliev with his own body shots.
Ahmedaliev lands more punches because he's a faster fighter, but the timing is on Daniel Roman's side.
Big shot with the right hand from Ahmedaliev after the left set it up.
That was a good, clean combination from Ahmedaliev.
It was a 2-1 from the southpaw stance again. Instead of leading with that jab, he came with the straight left hand just to land the straight right hand. It's an awkward combination, but if you're athletic and your feet can follow your hands, it's actually pretty effective.
And you're starting to see more of that lunging straight left hand from Ahmedaliev these last 2 rounds. You clearly see something in the guard of Danny Roman that makes him willing to let that punch go.
When you're dealing with a fighter like Roman with good technique, he expects a 1-2 coming out of his opponent. He doesn't expect a 2-1.
Just missed with that counter hook. Trying to get back to that body, but Ahmedaliev able to defend. Landed a left hand, right with the body. See the force of Ahmedaliev's left hand. Shot to the body to end the round.
The judges, you've got to take that title away from the champion. You've got to, even though you might be winning a lot of these rounds, you've got to make sure you take that fight over the champion.
That's what makes him one of the best trainers in boxing.
Ahmedaliev has ascended quickly to this title shot in just his 8th professional fight. Actually fought in a scheduled 10-rounder in only his 4th pro fight. Highly irregular. With his extensive amateur career, he has been hurried along here in the pros as he chucks Roman against the ropes, and then is reminded by Frank Gentile that's not okay.
And it's become almost the norm for a lot of these fighters with these deep amateur backgrounds coming from some of these former Soviet countries to take fights to early on being fast-tracked in their career. You saw it at the highest level with Vasily Lomachenko. You're seeing it at another level here with Ahmedaliev.
Sergio, what do you need to see more of from Roman?
Well, before that, and to touch on that, Chris, not only is Ahmedaliev from those Eastern European countries that usually stand a little stiff behind a good 1-2, he's breaking all those rules, MJ is. He's more moving around the ring and using speed and angles. That's not the Eastern European way, fighting behind the jab, more stiff.
No, he fights with a flair to his style, where he keeps his hands down a lot, dances in the ring.
Roman, Ryan, I want to see more jabs and, of course, body shots. But he needs a sense of a little bit of urgency here. He needs to, the fight's not slipping away from him, but he might be behind on points over a prismatic scorecard. But I do think MJ is in control of the fight, so a little bit more pressure and body shot, just like that, countering everything downstairs.
See, according to CompuBox, through 7 rounds, Roman has thrown and landed a higher number of punches, a higher percentage. That's sort of what you're talking about, Chris, in regard to the power punches, in regard to Joel Diaz and the advice he's giving in the corner of Ahmedaliev. Even though you feel good, sometimes you really got to wrestle those belts away. Big left hand there from Ahmedaliev. And again, with the left. This Roman, you can see trying to get that uppercut through.
That's his best punch. It's up there.
Oh, there was a big left-handed uppercut from Roman as he timed it perfectly that time.
Certainly you brought this up last round. That uppercut has been there for Roman these last few rounds, landed at least 3 of them in this round so far.
Big left hand to the body from Ahmedaliev and a left hand up top. Outstanding activity and a late shot there from Danny Roman, who says,
but you want to take the title away from the champion.
In round 9, Chris, you set the table early on about the thought would be these could be the rounds where Danny Roman uses that veteran experience to close out the fight and perhaps retain the belts. Maybe we saw some of that towards the end of the 8th round.
Yeah, well, it's a great unknown with Ahmedaliev, who has never been, only been past the 6th round just once. Now, in that one fight, when he went past the 6th round, he was excellent at putting on pressure later in the round, too. I've got Ahmedaliev up right now. Roman still has definitely enough time to put it together.
Nice combination. How about the exchange there from Danny Roman and Murajan Ahmedaliev? After his victories, he wants that opportunity tonight in Miami. Left right catches mitts of Ahmedaliev. Big right hand counter from Roman.
Roman's been doing everything he needs to do as far as countering the punches. Just right now, MJ's a little bit too athletic, not giving him a chance to land anything. But see, that's effective work right there. Body shots and uppercuts by Roman.
We've seen some very effective uppercuts from Danny Roman over the last couple of rounds. Again, trying to work that uppercut through. more to watch the elbow. As the 9th round comes to a close.
Roman, bad place for a cut. Let's see these final 2 rounds. It becomes a factor.
Sergio, you were very excited for this fight. How has it played out compared to what you were anticipating seeing between these 2 fighters?
I expected it to be a little bit more physical, and with that, a little bit more violent. But Ahmadaliev hasn't given Roman that opportunity to do that. It's still intense fight, but there's one person that's in charge right now, that's Ahmadaliev, with his boxing and not letting Roman set his feet to get his power shots.
Roman trying to set up those power shots, and once again Ahmadaliev able to athletically swing away.
It's an intense fight, but it's not a physically intense fight because Ahmadaliev is doing the right thing, not letting it become a physical fight.
You can see the blood protruding from that cut that Chris was talking about. Let's check in with Claudia Trejos.
Thank you, Ryan. I just spoke with Joel Diaz. He says the cut is not even a factor. He thinks it's not an issue. It's not really swollen, so it shouldn't cause any issues for Ahmadaliev.
So that cut, not an issue for Ahmadaliev, but will that cut in the right eye of Roman be an issue? We shall see.
Yeah, the Ahmadaliev cut well below the eye line on that cheek bone almost. So Roman cut. Sergio, you're going to test this. Probably the worst possible spot right on that.
Yeah, it could be a bad cut, especially if the eye starts swelling.
Nice combination there from Ahmadaliev. Oh, and another big left hand from Ahmadaliev.
And if nothing else, Ahmadaliev looks like he's in incredible condition for this fight. As we sport here at the end of the 10th round, he looks as fresh as he did in the first couple.
But he's getting a little bit more aggressive. Both of them are getting a little bit more aggressive. More of the physical fight than I was expecting.
This is as deep as Ahmadaliev has ever been in a fight. Not seen a 10th round. Blood around the right eye of Danny Roman. Ahmadaliev with the combination. Started with one to the body.
Now it's Roman backing up, fighting off the back foot. Trying to counter the more aggressive Ahmadaliev coming forward.
Tried that uppercut. Ahmadaliev then peppers the body. And again, the flurry unleashed from MJ Ahmadaliev.
Be busier. You gotta throw more punches.
Chris, what does your scorecard look like at this point?
Well, I thought Ahmadaliev his last couple of rounds asserted himself once again and has given himself a pretty commanding 97-93 lead on my card.
Ahmadaliev power boxing at his best right here because he's not strictly moving and trying to pick off the shot. He's being aggressive at times, going the body, going forward. He actually backed up Roman in that last round.
Shot there. Big left hand from Ahmadaliev. Roman trying to punch through it. Championship rounds with the WBA and IBF Super Bantamweight title on the line. You are right, Chris. Ahmadaliev appears to be in outstanding shape. He's trying to work back to that uppercut. Didn't quite have the angle. little less activity so far in this 11th round.
If you're Ahmedaliev, this is a round that maybe you want to take off, but if you're Roman, there's no time for you to take off any rounds. In quiet rounds like these, you should be putting the pressure and trying to take this fight to MJ Ahmedaliev.
Left hand to the body from Ahmedaliev.
It's the same left hand that he landed earlier on Roman.
Again going to the body. Rounds in the books. Saying, I'm not sure how it's going, to be honest.
No, and you know what? They're telling him the truth. Eddie Gonzalez is telling him the truth. And that's the reason Eddie Gonzalez told us he didn't want this fight for Roman. But here we are in the last round. He needs to do something here. He needs to hurt MJ Ahmedaliev.
Roman getting to that uppercut. See him stick it through the mitts of Ahmedaliev. Ahmedaliev dancing around. You would think he would feel pretty confident with his current standing on the scorecard. Much different position than the one that Danny Roman would find himself in. As Roman goes back to the uppercut, doubles up on it, and then hits the body.
And those have been the most effective shots for Danny Roman. The uppercut was digging down to the body. Those need to be thrown more and more this round, trying to get something bigger.
Maybe there's something big in him. Ahmedaliev has not been down in his young pro career. Again, Roman hunting that uppercut. Taking at the body, back to the uppercut.
This is what I expected from Roman earlier in the fight. Pressuring, backing up MJ Ahmedaliev to the body and coming upstairs with 4, 5, 6 punch combinations, putting the pressure on him, not letting him breathe.
Yeah, I agree, Sergio. This first 2 minutes of this final round has been kind of vintage Danny Roman. We didn't see much of this. It's not consistent enough throughout the fight.
Now Roman again going back to that uppercut. Some of the most effective work we have seen from Danny Roman tonight, coming in this 12th and final round. Is it too little, too late for Danny Roman?
This is why a lot of people in the business question this fight. Why would Roman take this chance on this Olympian, this really brilliant boxer puncher, Ahmedaliev? Now we're seeing that exactly what people saw. This is why they had him the favorite.
Final 10 seconds of the 12th and final round. Big exchange. Roman and Ahmedaliev teeing off. And that is it. Ladies and gentlemen, can we get a nice round of applause out here from both of these fighters? After 12 rounds of action, we go to the judges' score totals. They read as follows. Frank Gentile, Rodolfo Aguilar, 115-113, Roman. Carlos Sucre, 115-113, Ahmedaliev. Nelson Vasquez scores this contest 115-113 for your winner by split decision. And the new unified WBA and IBF Super by split decision as Danny Roman took the risk and ended up paying the price.
Took the risk, but it wasn't Roman's. Someone had to tell Roman maybe the best choice here is not to face an unknown fighter with this much pedigree, this kind of style. It was going to be very difficult to beat Ahmad Ali.